Good morning. Good morning. Still trying to get everything set up here. Woke up a little bit late, so let's see. See what we get here. Good morning, Samir. Good morning, Six. Wow, the market didn't move there, huh? Do. Usually we get a little movement there at the 3 o'clock. Well, we got nothing. How was everyone's weekend? Kind of had some sellers coming in there for a second, but I just decided to jump in. May get punished for that there. Yeah, had a pretty chill weekend there. Samir didn't do much. I didn't do, well, I was busy, but as far as doing much, I didn't do too much there. See if these sellers can come on in here and push this down. Starting to pile in a little bit. Probably just going to take this off. Go to break even here. Just kind of horseyed in on that one. Kind of looks like we should be moving up. right? If we can just get above that VWAP. We sold off here, opened up, moved up, then we sold off for the rest of the night. So if we can break above that VWAP, we'll probably just move up. So let's just take that one off. Probably lucky to get out of that one. Oh, you shorted the VWAP direction there, sit or the rejection? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what I was thinking there, but then it just wasn't going. Of course, my entry was 75. So it could have been a much better feel there, a much better entry. Having a problem with my ninja chart. See if we can get this thing fixed. And I was wanting to trade a Bulenox account this morning. See if we can't get it fixed. As long as you stay below that VWAP, you're probably okay. Just watching here, see what happens. Trying to get this ninja set back up. All right, let's restart ninja. Restarting ninja. Let's see what happens. See if that fixes it. Hey, there it is. All right. Trying to get above that VWAP there. All right, here we go. Finally got everything set up, guys. Oh my goodness, it took forever. I think if we pop this VWAP here, we take a long, but ES is kind of getting above the VWAP here, so probably going to go ahead and jump in long here. So ES getting above the VWAP there. Maybe target the 99 area. See if we can't push up into that area. Need more volume come in here to get this thing pushing. Very low volume this morning. Yeah, struggling. Yes, popped above the VWAP there for a second. Now it's kind of trading back below there. Really got to get above that 86 number and get going. Get above that 86, we can get going there. Yeah, the ES popped up into the 79 area. VWAP's at 78. So I thought we were going to look like we were going to go there. Looked like we were going to go there for a moment. Yes, retesting that VWAP now, so let's see what happens. Retesting the VWAP. See if it can't get some energy here and start going. Not much energy to be had at this point. So far. Just trying to go, just ain't got the energy to get through there just yet. Yeah, still holding below the VWAP there. Finally breaking through there. See if we can't test that 100 level. See if we can't test the 100 level here. Pushing here. Like to see a swift move on up there. See if we can't get some energy here to push into that 99. I want to go to break even here, but I want to get stopped out though. I guess we'll leave it down here. Want it to push here. That ES can just get going above that VWAP there. It's trying. We'll have a pretty swift move up here. A little bit of buyers coming in here. Moving my target up into like that 105 area. And I'll just use my stop to push up. I'll chase behind it. So if it pops above that 100 real quick, we can get a little more. As long as the buyers stay in here, we'll, well, here comes some sellers. But buyers got to step up. I'm going to break even here. If it comes back, then it's fine. We'll just re-enter, but I really want to see it just push through there. Want to see it just push through here. Let's get on up into that 100 level. Buyer's still looking pretty decent here. All right, we're locking in 100. Can't lose. We'll ultimately like to see it push right above that 100 level, and we'll move our stop up more. Push up into the 100 level, we'll move our stop up into 96 area. And then if it pushes above 100, we'll move our stop to 100. And if we get stopped, that's okay. I want to see a nice pop right through there. Just right through the 100s. Take out that 105 area. Let's kind of keep moving the target up if we can. We're going to trail it close though. So locking in 200 here. See if this thing just keep pushing. There we go. Keep going. All right, took out $300 there. It's fine. Can't complain, can't complain. We'll probably complain after it keeps going, though. I really didn't. Yeah, kind of 105 area. That's where the next liquidity rests, and then 119 above there. So we took out the high. Pushing into the 105. Yeah, it was a nice move 6. I should have got more out of it though for sure. I knew I was trailing it too close, but because buyers are just coming in here, sellers not showing their face at all. At least not yet. Sellers not showing up. They probably will eventually. ES up into the 81 area. So took out that first liquidity. Next up's the 19 area. And obviously a lot of liquidity up there at the 49s. Could make it up there. Always seems to move faster once I'm not in it. You guys feel that way too? Entered 2 contracts at 080, exited 95. Nice. As soon as I exit, it always seems to move faster. See if we can't get a little pullback here. probable into that 97, 98, 99 area, whatever, somewhere in there. Here comes a little pullback. Not much of a pullback, I guess. I'm waiting on a little deeper than that. Volume starting to come down a little bit here. You don't want it long anymore. It could go back. Yeah. Very well could. Still feel like it's going to push up more, though. But like anything, you know, could always go back. So we get a swift move into that 20 here, most likely. $29's kind of the next number up. We may experience a pullback first, though. We'll see. Well, that's the difference, Samir. We just got to determine, is it going to be a pullback or is it going to sell, right? That's the determination we have to make. So far, I don't see any signs of a sell, but very well could take out this liquidity up to the top. You know, maybe move up into this 49 and then pull back down. But feels like we're probably going to take out that 49 area. Probably. Bearish fair value got 130 on NQ. Yeah. Oh. I think one of you guys was trying to use my code for that Bulenox. I misspoke. I didn't know they ended their sale on Friday when Apex did. So, or Thursday night at midnight. So I think I had misspoke and said that their sale was still going on. It was not. So now it's just 40% off for Bulenox. I think it's 50% off for Apex. It's not a great time to buy any more evaluations. If you already got them, if you already got an old one, I would just let it reset on Bulenox, especially because it resets at the 90% price. All right, here we go. Getting a little dip-a-rooney now. Little dip. Sellers starting to come in here. So now is it going to be a reversal or is just a pullback? Probably just a little pullback, but who knows? Let's wait and see if we can see if these buyers come back in here. So far pushing up, but no real buyers to speak of. So just be careful here. If you're trying to re-enter long, let's give it a minute. Let's get some confirmation. I may take a long over here on my Ninja on the Bulenox account if we get set up here. Like I said, I'd like to see a pullback, retest that 100 level, maybe 98. Yeah, I think it might just be a pullback, but we'll see. We'll get confirmation and go from there. Could always sell from here. You never know, but we wait and see. Pretty happy with the trade we took there. Yeah, that low volume could flip it. That's right. That's why we don't enter short until we know, or, you know, get as much confirmation as we can if we were going to take something like that, but oh, I just noticed I got a, not that it's a big deal, but got a little blue over here. Make sure you guys can see everything. Yeah, you can. All right. So just waiting here to see if this buyers come back in. Like I said, I'd like a little deeper of a pullback. May not get it. This may not get it. So this is what we're watching over here off screen, guys. This is what I went over in my video. So high volume move up, lower volume move down. Kind of like to see it test that 99-100 level, which is right at the top of that band. I got it on a 30-second chart since it's in the London session. I always put it on 30-second. Put it on 30-second chart because of the lower volume. So to get more of a so you're not tricked or faked out as much. So we're just waiting to see if the buy volume comes in or if the sellers just keep pushing it down. That's all we're doing. Keep it simple. Kind of stalling out here. What time is it? 3:30. All right, could buyers be coming in now? Let's see. Yes, trying to push back up as well. I'm going to be patient. Not going to just jump in here until I get some confirmation. Might get a worse entry, but that's okay. Don't want to be faked out. I feel like this thing can move back down more than where we're currently at. Just being patient. And there comes some more sellers pushing in here. So that's what I like about this WADA. It kind of keeps you out because, like, normally I might would enter long there, right? If you're just using the, I mean, not that I won't enter long, but we're waiting, right, for confirmation. You just use that little trend line there. You'd say, oh, this is a breakout. But because I'm watching that WADA, keeps me out of that entry until we know sellers are in there or no buyers are in there. Now sellers are coming in a lot heavier here. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me, subscribe. Still haven't gotten to 200 subscribers. The goal was to get there by this morning, and I think we're like 191. So if you are watching and you are not yet subscribed, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free, but it helps the channel. I do appreciate it. Now, if we lose that 100 level there, you can see a volume imbalance all the way down here at the 90. It may want to come back and kind of repaint that area. But we'd like to see it just push. See what we get here. Just giving it time. Yeah, that's why I was trying to be a little more aggressive there, Samir. I've noticed in the London session that if you don't get that first move in whatever direction, that's why I took that short when I first sit down without really looking at a whole lot. Because I was like, oh, this thing's just going to sell. Like, and then once I looked, I said, now I kind of like a move up. So just trying to be aggressive. Jump in there when you can. Obviously could have got a little more out of this, but tried my stop a little too tight there. So not a huge pullback here, guys. Let's see if this thing starts to push here, but still just watching the volume, seeing if it's the buyers are going to step up here or not. Wanted to see it go a little deeper there, but you know, made 180 bucks. Samir made 315. Good job, Six and Samir. Nice. That's the thing. I mean, with one contract, you see all these people trading this huge size. You don't really need to, right? One contract, maybe two at the most. You can still make really good money, especially on the minis. Yeah, ES is kind of struggling there. I didn't really check to see what Mancini said over the weekend. Let's see what he said. He usually tweets at like 8 o'clock in the morning, so he probably didn't say much yet, but I didn't think he sent out a chart or something. Yeah, he sent out this chart here. I can't really zoom in on it here, but looks like he's expecting a bounce. If we lose the bottom of this channel, then we could have a pretty heavy sell-off. But I can't quite see where the bottom of the channel is there. I don't know. I'm going to look at it on my phone to be a little bit clearer. We could probably look at the daily chart and zoom out ourselves and see where it is. Sellers trying to come in here, push her on down a little more. Yeah, FOMO trap trader. That's what he was talking about. I did read that. I did see his chart that he posted. you guys are just joining us, we did get 2 Bulenox accounts funded last week and a Apex account to go along with our Topstep. So we're now at 4 accounts. I'm not going to activate those until next Monday. So next Monday we will be trading how many ever funded accounts we have at that point in time. We'll be trading those. I am going to be a little more aggressive on the Express funded account this week for Topstep. The goal is going to be $400 a day. I want to make $2,000 this week on that account. We'll see how that goes. Shouldn't be all that difficult. $400 one trade really should get that if you pick the right trade. So we'll see what happens there. But I am working on 2 more Bulenox challenges and 3 more Apex. So potentially could have 9 if we're successful on all those by the end of the week. We'll see. And also the Topstep. So if we get all of them across the finish line this week, then we'll be up to 10, which will be super nice. Be a little scary, but that's the goal, right? Get as many as you can, and then that way $200 a day turns into a lot more than $200 a day. I do plan on trade copying all the accounts. Somehow. I don't quite know how yet. I think Coin Tower, you can trade copy across multiple brokers. So from what I see, the only one I don't think I can trade copy is going to be the this Express funded that's on Trade8. I don't know if there's a way to get that one on there. But all your Rhythmic accounts you can trade copy through Coin Tower from what I've seen. So it's probably going to be the route we go. We shall see. So nothing to do here but to wait, honestly, guys, and just see what happens. Not in love with the volume on this pullback, to be honest with you. So just kind of see what happens here. Getting a little bit more volume kind of coming in here than I'd like on the sell side. So let's kind of just watch price, see what happens. This is where I struggle a little bit, just because, you know, you can say, oh, we're looking for this pullback. I mean, really kind of maybe into that 90 for a bounce. But then that could also be considered kind of a liquidity grab with a market structure shift and then a sell, right? Could. So you can kind of make an argument for both sides, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, it could go back to the VWAP for sure. As I said, we're getting some really, the ES is already back at the VWAP. Some really high sell volume here that I'm not in love with. If it's going to bounce, I would think that it would bounce in this area. Obviously. So let's just wait and see here. ES is at the VWAP almost. VWAP at 78. It's at 78.75. Just be careful here, because this thing could just continue to sail through, but let's just wait and see. Just kind of waiting and watching here, guys. Let's see what we get. Good bounce here. Could sell right through, so let's just wait. It almost feels like we're probably going to bounce back up to the 104s and then just kind of sell back down, but we'll see here. So we took that liquidity out at the 10s. If you zoom out a little bit here, kind of took this out here. Did we take this? I don't think we took that, did we? Can't tell. 19. No, not quite. If that ES loses that VWAP, it'll be troublesome. Yeah, it could be going to the sell side liquidity. We'll see. I mean, obviously, like I said, this is kind of where I struggle. Not in the short term, but what's the next obvious draw on liquidity, right? ES testing that VWAP here. Obviously, in the short term, we'll probably get a small bounce here. Don't know if it'll, how much of a bounce it'll be there. Maybe retest that 100 level. See if we get buyers coming in here or not. So far, none to speak of. ES bounced right off the VWAP there. Possible move back up into that 105 area. 104, 105 area. May not make it up there. Actually, it might just only go up to 98, 97, 98 before it kind of turns back down. Let's just watch these areas. Juker, good morning. 88, then 62 is the next levels in your opinion? Yeah. Could be. That's what I was saying. I mean, we have a structure shift here on the 1 minute. I never liked that. When your pullback has another structure shift, like I don't like that. It makes it a little more difficult to read, but I think we're gonna sell. That's my lean, but I'm going to be careful with it and wait for a little bit of confirmation. I'll probably wait for the break of the VWAP. So here's the little pop back up that we were kind of expecting. And then I would imagine a turn back down somewhere in that 100 to 105 area. Now, obviously, if it trades through there, right? If it gets through this 110, then we could just take the long for the move up, assuming volume supports it. But I don't think we'll get that. I kind of think it's going to sell back down. It's kind of pushing up here on low volume. Some buyers trying to come in here. Got to get through that 100 level here if we're going to do it. Very low volume push back up here, which leads me to believe even more that we're going to probably turn back down. Well, there comes the buyers. Let's see here. Just watching that 110 area. So we get through that 110 area, then we're probably going to continue higher. See, this is where it's tricky, right, guys? It's hard to see. Hard to read. You can make an argument for both directions. So, Juker, you're looking for 130. Well, it could be. It might make it there. ES is already kind of closing out that gap, which kind of usually would give you a little bit of an indication there that we're probably going to continue through. All right, pushing through here. Since the ES closed that gap out, I feel like we're probably going to push through too. So I'm going to go ahead and take a long here off of off screen here. Just looking for 119. All right, we got it right there quickly. That was a nice quick move. I'll take it. We will take it. Might have short sold myself on that, but see, that's why this becomes a difficult read, right? But you can use the WADA. That's why I preach this WADA, guys. Like, I know I haven't been telling you guys about it until now, but it just keeps you out of those trades. I mean, it keeps you out of that short there. You know, you can see the sellers coming in. Not huge volume, but we kind of retested this band. We never broke out of the bottom of it, and then just, and you can just wait for confirmation. As soon as that volume got above the dead man there, then like I said, if we get above 110, I think we push on up in there quickly, and that's what happened. So that WADA just keeps me out of those. Might have short sold myself a little bit here. Like I said, we may even move up into that 150 area, but that's okay. You don't have to hit home run. Singles are going to pay a lot. There we go. Now we're pushing hard to that 150. We're going to get there. Look at that. Check it out. We took a little bite out of it. Yeah, that wasn't bad right there. We took a little bite out of it. Nothing huge. Got a little 110 over here. So zoomy to the 150. Nice. That was a big winner there. But that would have been your silver bullet. But the thing is, I mean, you just have to be careful sometimes when you can. I don't like when you got to pull back that deep, because you can make an argument for both directions. Makes you kind of pucker up a little bit, you know. But Once we got above that 110, it's pretty easy read from there. A nice instant satisfaction. I feels bad that I had my stop so short. I just I moved my stop up to +5 handles there, and it came back and tapped it real quick on that. Just a little lightsaber back down got me. That's okay. Green is green. Not gonna complain. 6 ball at 15,100. How's it going, T? Still holding. Well, you may want to consider taking some profits around that 50 area. I mean, we're going to pierce that 50 area most likely. ES up here. Maybe we could actually go higher here now that I'm looking at it. ES still got a bit of go. Got a little ways to go here. Might push in the 180s. All right, ES is testing 93. Wow. Wow. Look at that. I mean, we just won 100 points, guys, in like 3 minutes. 4 minutes. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Less than 5 minutes. We just won 100 points. And they say London's slow. Wow. Feels bad for me, but I'm not going to complain. Green is green. We'll take profit. And I mean, like, this stuff, you know, sometimes it's so elementary, right? That it's just like, makes you question life sometimes. I mean, look at this. We push up. This is obviously a former area of resistance. Push up. Come back right to the area of resistance is now support. Blast right out of there. I mean, trading does not have to be hard. People come up with all this like extra stuff that you got to do or whatever that they want you to look at. But at the end of the day, simple support and resistance works pretty well. Sold at 800. Juker's out. Oh, 15,180. Nice. That's a great trade, though. ES all the way up to the 96s. I thought the ES may have some problems there at the 93, but it blasted right through there. You guys remember that 44.93 level from last week was pretty strong level there. Hey, 80-point trade. Can't complain about that, right? Still got a pivot up here at the 209, 210. Or actually, I guess 211. Yes, still pushing here. Might get a quick pop over 200. Holy cow. Wasn't expecting that kind of a pop over 200. I was thinking a pop to like 205. That thing blasted up there. Never sticks that first time over. We got some volatility tonight or this morning for sure. Volatility. I like it. I like it. I don't know what's happening, Samir. This is Been a while since I've seen some price action like this in London. Pulling back now. I'm going to be looking for one more long. How's it going, James? Yeah, it's crazy. Possibly one long. Here, we'll see. Kind of pulling back here on low volume. Pivot 211 area. So if we see some buyers come in here, we'll jump in long. Unless this looks like a full-on reversal, we'll see here. Did take that liquidity out. Well, I mean, we'd have to zoom out, I guess, to really see where it went to here. Let's see what happens. Few buyers trying to step back up. I'm going to be careful, though. Just be careful. Yeah. Crazy morning / night. Depends on where you're at, right? We're on the East Coast, so it's night / morning here. Some buyers, sellers coming in here, very small sellers. So let's just wait and see if we can't get one more push back up. If we don't, that's okay. So funny because I got my ATM strategy set for low volatility, and so like I got stopped out. Didn't even have time to move my target. So I did not even have time to move my target there. All right, comes some buyers back in here. See if they stick. See if they make it stick. Nope. That's why we're careful. T, you're looking for a long to 242, 266 next up. Could be. Very well could be. I'm not a huge fan of looking for longs up here, but at the same time, as long as the sellers are pretty low volume here, this is going to be kind of what we're looking for. You can see over here, like, where did that volume come from? I mean, this was what we were running on this morning down here, and then all of a sudden, whoop, huge volume comes in there. Could have been some news, I guess. I don't know. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, 6. Take your profits and head out the door. I'm okay with it. I'm all right with it. Let's see here. I probably should just take mine and walk too. Anybody have the stones to short that top? Tough to do. Hard to stand in front of a train. Just waiting. We'll let this thing pull back as far as it wants to until we get some sort of buyers come in here, or it gives us some sort of indication that it's not just a pullback. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's tough to short there, Samir. You could do it. Tough to do. Let's see here. This thing offers us an opportunity to take a little bit more out of it. Yeah, the button is always there. That's right. Yeah, not a smart move, but I mean, it can still work, right? That's what they say. Like, not all trades are. It could be a winning trade. Still doesn't mean it's a good trade, right? All right, the downside is starting to slow down a little bit here. Let's see if this is going to be a bounce area. Yeah, I'm waiting to see two here. I want to see this buyers come back in strong if they're going to. So far, no buyers to speak of. I'm just thinking I might take one more scalp out of it. 5-10 points. If we can get it. We may get stopped on it. Might put us in red, right? Or at least not on, only on the Bulenox. I'm not going to take it over here on this one. We'll be happy with a 309 here. This account was lagging behind the other ones a little bit anyway. So it's at 50,251. The other ones are, we're a little bit over. This one was only $100 over, and then this one's 500 over, 450. So that's why I chose this one to trade this morning. I'm gonna link these all. I'm gonna trade copy these during the New York session. So we'll link them all together and trade copy them. You feel like we're going to sell? We might. I mean, who knows? Very well could. ES traded up into that 45.01 level and then kind of pulling back to the 95, 96 area. I think we're going to have one more push to the upside there, but who knows? I mean, it may not happen, right? Because so far this pullback here is just lower volume. Just watching. If you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button, the like button. Feel free to chat down below. Once again, trying to get as many subscribers as we can there. Helps the channel. So I do appreciate it. We do stream 5 days a week, London and New York. Sometimes we miss the London session. I try my best not to, but sometimes we do. $140, $150, you're thinking long if we get there. Yeah. Could use our friend Fibonacci. So yeah, that area would make sense. Getting a little bit of a pushback up here. Not really seeing the volume that support it yet. Not seeing the buyers yet. possibly coming in here. Let's see. Nope. Try to fake you out right there. 168 is an important level. It's the low that made this swing high at 440. So it makes sense for them to hold that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I mean maybe 150. I don't know. I see what you're saying there, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just gonna wait and see here. Yeah, this area does kind of. The area does make sense. I mean, could even come down to here possibly. But yeah, either of those areas. I mean, I think you could I mean, certainly could bounce here. I'm just going to wait for confirmation. T shorted 176. T said, I'm going to do it. It's working out for you so far. I think we might sell into that 150, maybe lower, who knows. I don't mind a scalp play. A little more sellers coming in here. Yeah, very tiny stop loss. Makes sense. Just be careful because there could be a violent kind of move back up here. Possibly. Somewhere in this 150 area. Let's just watch. Take profit 137. Yeah, let it ride. Pulling back into the 50s here. Just going to be careful here. Going to wait until we get some sort of confirmation one direction or the other. Look for maybe one more entry. Still just waiting. Seems to be finding a little support here. If we lose that 50 area, I think we at least sell maybe into the 42s. Somewhere in there. That 42 area would be possible if we lose 50. We'll see. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me, subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. This is kind of a critical area in here, though, 60-50 area. If we can hold this zone, then still got the opportunity. Well, we can move up either way, right? But still the chance of having that move up there. Yeah, I think we're going to move back down to the 50 and then maybe get a bounce in that area. That's kind of my feeling. Juker, you're in. Stop loss below 130. So you're long? I think you're okay there. I'm looking for a little deeper of a pullback, though, but don't know if we'll get it. Just looking out here, I just think kind of that 150 area makes the most sense to trade back into. I mean, I guess, like I said, like you said before, that area, 160 area is a probable area too. I'm looking for maybe that 150 area for a potential entry. And obviously, I want some sort of confirmation of some buyers coming in as well. So far, no real buyers to speak of. Half size. Give it another entry at 140-ish if we find buyers. Yeah. I mean, it very well could bounce here. Certainly found some support in this area. That would kind of be logical. All right, approaching that 150 area. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we get some kind of reaction there. Just watching to see here. Trying to bounce off that 154. No real buyers to speak of yet. This thing just melted, what is that, 65 points there? It wicked above the pivot, but the body of the candle stayed below the pivot there at 211. let's see what we get here. Looks like momentum to the downside kind of slowing here. Want to see some buyers come in here, see if this can't push us back up. Maybe back into that 200 level. Starting to see some activity here on the buyer side. Let's see if they pop on through here. ES finding some support there at the 90. See what happens here. Want to see it hold the 50. That area. Like to see it just pop here, to be honest. Like to see some buyers come on in. We can jump in long. All right, starting to see a little bit of buyers here. Got some buyers trying to come in now. There we go. See if we can't get this push up. Just trying to be careful here, guys. I want to really wait for confirmation for buyers to come in. The sellers are certainly slowing, but no real buyers yet. So just be careful here, guys. Be careful. This thing could just dump on us. Certainly, if it doesn't hold this 50 area, I'd be of some concern there. I think 137, Juker. Oh, -1 is okay. There you go. He said it. That's what I was just about to say. It's kind of the lowest fair value gap there. So that's what he's looking at there, would be a bounce area. It is taking too long. You're not lying. I think if we hold this 50, I mean, this looks, I mean, you can just see, if you zoom out, we've done zoomed out a couple times, but that's, you know, 148 is kind of your logical area. Yeah, it could be long already. Could took that long when it traded down to the 152 area, but I'm just waiting for some confirmation. Yeah, it's just a retracement, yeah. ICT stuff, yeah, Juker. Your favorite. Nah, I'm just, you know how it is. I mean, it's polarizing stuff, but some of it I use and it works usually. Problem is, like earlier, it kind of kept me out of this entry because I was thinking, it could go both ways. So I got in late. The thing moves so fast, couldn't move my target up fast enough. It happens. Still holding this 50 area so far. As long as we hold here, I think we move up. Oh yeah, any strategy can make you profitable. I'm a firm believer in that. If you make it work for you, that's all that matters. Retesting this 50 area again here. ES retesting that 90 level. Buy low and sell high 6. There you go. We're going to lose that 50 area, you think? It could be, but I mean, the simplest of charting tells you that it should bounce in that 146 area, but who really knows? We don't know until it gets there. Go make you some breakfast. All right, sounds like a good idea. This price at this point is uninteresting. Very uninteresting at this point. The volume just went to bed. The volume has went to sleep. I mean, we got some signs of life here on the buyers. Some signs of life. Not much. And now the sellers just pushed it right back down. If we get some buyers to come in here, this thing will pop right back up, but it could still go either way here. Very easily manipulated on this low volume that we got going on here. Once again, guys, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please do me a huge favor. Take that extra step to press that subscribe button. It certainly helps out the channel. We appreciate it. If you are looking to trade futures and you need an account immediately, then consider Apex. Link in the description and coupon code in the banner. Link in the description for Bulenox as well. 40% off on Bulenox, 50 on Apex. Does help the channel. I only recommend using that code if you absolutely have to have, or if you don't want to wait for a bigger discount. I'm sure a bigger discount will come in the coming weeks, but who knows when. They always have sales. So sellers kind of coming in here, testing this 50 area. ES losing that 90 area there. Back into the 40s now. Possible move down into this 42 level. Let's see here. Testing that 50 again. Losing it here. See if we get a quick push down into that 42 area possible. Still holding right there at the 46. That 46 was kind of the line in the sand, I think. Technically, the exact number. Bouncing off there now. I kind of want to take a long here, but I'll be a little more patient. Just not enough volume to kind of interest me yet. All right, we're going to take a long here, guys. I'm going to put my stop below the 40 area. Just maybe targeting like 65, not anything crazy. See if the buyers come in here and push this on up. If not, I'm going to kill it pretty quickly. Need those buyers to step on up. Saw some life there for a moment, but now I'm not so sure. Saw a little life. Well, they're trying, but it's not quite going. Retesting that 50. Trying to be patient with it, but probably going to close it here in a moment if it doesn't start pushing. If it don't start pushing there, want to see the buyers come in strong here and just push this up. Very low volume here, guys. There comes some buyers. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move my stop to break even here. Can't lose, but want to see a swift move up. All right, we just took a little scalp there. We got stopped out. Probably going to go. That's the highest buy volume we've seen in a while there. All right, Samir. Appreciate it. So we got $320 over here on the Bulenox and $309 on the Apex. If you guys are new here, we do stream 5 days a week, London and New York, 3 a.m. Eastern for the London session, 9:30 a.m. Eastern for the New York session. I am probably going to go ahead and call it a night. I got to get some sleep in if we plan on making it for the New York. So I do appreciate you guys joining me this morning. Once again, if you have not yet subscribed, please do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 200. We're started this, I think we were around 190. So do appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you guys again live at 9:30 a.m. You guys have a good night, morning, night, whatever it is over there where you're at.